you just answer the question.
All right. It's cool.
I know you've had some ups and downs beginning of the season, but since coming back after the GCU game, seem really engaged. What's working for you, especially tonight?
Just really my confidence and just stop getting in my head, really. So just really my teammates encouraging me to just stay confident, really.
And a double-double tonight. I mean, how'd you feel?
I felt good. Good.
Did you call that bank three?
I don't even know bank three. I just shot that thing.
We had a couple banks. I think her three-point shot has improved too. I think just more under control, not turning the ball over as much. I think valuing each possession, I think she's improved a lot. So I was proud of her. I am proud of her.
And John, it seems like you're understanding the system better and you're playing a little bit more disciplined or under control. Was there something that sort of started clicking for you, that you just sort of understood it more and you're like, this is it, so you could go out and have a performance like this?
Really just sit back, listen, and just see what my coach is saying. So like examples like Ices and them is good examples for me to look at them and see what like good positions, what I need to do and stuff like that. So just really just taking a step back and paying attention.
Jada, the scratch on your face, when did that happen?
Scratches.
I don't know. I don't have no idea.
She got like a gas like from here to here.
Yeah, sometime in the first half.
And what happened there? Because we saw replay and it didn't look like you said anything.
Yeah, usually like if I get a tech, I could be like, okay, that was a tech. But this one, I didn't say no cuss words or nothing. I just said, don't grab my foot. That's dangerous. And I guess I said it was taunting, but I'm not tripping. I play with passion. It's gonna happen. It's okay.
And Adia, it seemed weird, maybe you don't want to comment on this, but that they didn't call a foul on Aaron first, then they went back and looked at it and they called two fouls. Usually they review one thing and do that.
Well, I think it was just a foul, which is the two shots and then technical. So they didn't call, I thought they always called the foul.
Yeah, but they didn't sort of, I didn't see them call a foul on Aaron first and then say, well, let's look at it to see if it was a technical.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even notice that. I just knew that they were going to get 4 shots on the ball, which is, it changed the game. So it kind of, that made the game wasn't closed at that point. So
Jada, your shot seems to come back a bit. I mean, you had a career high today, 24 points, and did all your usual stuff. How are you feeling out there? Because especially in the first quarter, that's when it started. You were just on fire.
Yeah, I think I put in a lot of extra work. I know in the offseason I worked my butt off, so there's going to be games where I don't shoot well, and that's okay. It's basketball. It happens. But I don't think I ever let points affect how I play defense or how I cheer on my teammates, stuff like that. So I know the work is going to show. It's going to prove itself. Really just trying to stay healthy, keep my body right. And I think this week I did a good job of that, and I felt great. So just coming out, I was able to do everything that I normally do.
Well, that's the thing that we always tell players, just as a coach. When you put in the work, like it's going to turn around. And a good example is Adia years ago. She was really kind of ice cold at some point in the season, but when you're working every day, that's going to turn around. And I think for shooters, even like Lauren, it wasn't her night the last 2 games, but she works, she practices, you put in the time, it's going to come back. And I think just staying the course, and that's a good learning lesson for all the young players out there is it may not happen now, but you're going to fall back to your training. People say when you're younger, oh, I step up for game days, I make the shots. No, you fall back to your training and the work you put in. So you may be cold, but if you put in the work, it's going to turn around because you believe in that and you stick with it. So I think it's an example. That's why when you guys have asked me over the past weeks, okay, Jada was a little bit cold today. I said, yeah, but it's going to come. And what did I always say? Because she put the work in. And when you put that work in, it always turns around. So glad she stuck with it, and that's a good mentality to have. And now she's got to teach Lauren that mentality because Lauren's a freshman.
Speaking of Lauren, how is her shoulder?
She's good. I think just, it's hard. I think it's not her shooting shoulder, but I think you're just less hesitant to dive on the floor, and it gets a little bit more sore. Just in the we took a lot of shots this week, so it was a little bit more sore. But I think it's just as a freshman learning how to push through stuff, because you're gonna have stuff pretty much every year. I mean, Jada has stuff, Jada has stuff, Paulina almost broke her ankle in warm up, not because of a ball, not because of her fault, but like stuff happens. You're always gonna have stuff. So I think as you get older and more experienced, you learn how to manage it. You learn how to take care of your body, and it's just it is what it is. So I think that Lauren's young, and she's going through that process. Wouldn't you guys say so? And so I think just learning to work through certain things and learning how to push yourself to the next level, and she'll get there because she's a gamer. She'll get there.
And how was that ankle?
Yeah.
I'm good.
At least it wasn't my son. I was like, oh gosh, that wasn't Mateo.
It was just a very, very unfortunate.
Well, tell them what happened.
I mean, we were warming up, doing the stretches we normally do, and I wasn't facing the court because it was like backwards open. And I heard somebody say ball, but I didn't think it was near me. And then I came down on it, and at that point, there's nothing I could do about it. So
You
twisted
rolled her
it.
ankle.
But yeah, I'll be good.
You played like nothing. Like if we hadn't known that this had happened, you went out there, you played, you didn't limp, you didn't even wince, nothing like that. You just played. You just went out and played. That seems to be part of who you are, right?
Yeah, I also think it was like adrenaline. I mean, I wasn't able to warm up because I was getting it taped. But, I mean, once a game starts and the ball goes up, I mean, like a pink
Now
cotton
tomorrow, we
sweat.
don't know how she'll be walking.
Yeah, no, but I'll be good. Yeah.
Well, Paulina's had some battle wounds this year. You know, like get her nose broken for the first time, the mask. It's hard to see her. Now that's finally healed. And then, those are things that, and she said, she's like, I don't think this has ever happened to people. I was like, it happens more than you think. The ball's rolling in practice. That's why we're always like, ball, ball, ball. But, yeah, so we had a conversation with the ball kids about taking care of the ball.
We'll take one or two more if anybody wants to.
What did you see today, Adia, that you really liked about how you played? I mean, there was a lot of sharing the ball and a lot of movement on offense. And then there are times that the defense really clamped down, forced turnovers. I know that Anthony said you wanted to switch their turnovers and assists
Yeah.
for them, and it looks like you did that. So what were you seeing there that shows that you took another step?
Yeah, so the first thing I liked and I complimented and talked to the team about was in shoot around their energy and their focus for the game, which is very hard this time of year. If you talk to any coach in the country, this is that time of year where it's the mental block for these, players this age. You have finals. It's almost Christmas, but it's not Christmas yet. It's been a long season. You're getting ready to really start your real season. So I think it's hard mentally for players, especially freshmen. That's that wall. So they had great energy at shoot around. They were focused for the game and ready to play. And so that's a growth thing for us, because in the past we would have been like kind of lax and we would have been thinking about our finals, right? And then the second thing is sharing the ball better. We didn't at times, but then when I talked about it, we did it. And I think reversing the ball, making the extra pass, we weren't doing that before. Understanding and waiting for our spacing and being spaced better. That affects your offense. So I thought we worked a lot on offense this week, and it showed. Now, defensively, I think just being a little bit more locked in and focused. With a young team, you really have to work on things a lot and drill things. But I think being able to apply those things to a game and understanding, like him, if you're a three-point shooter, I need to be closer to you. If you're a driver, I need to pop back a little bit. Like those things that are on the scout, I think being able to apply those to the games, we're not there yet, but we're getting there. But we are progressing and getting better. And that's the thing you want as a coach. You want to see improvement. You don't want perfection. You want progression. And we're getting better every game.
Dr. Fasciitis with,
Yeah, with Sky. But and Sky could, if we would have been in the Big 12, she would have played today. But right now, she doesn't have to. We want to rest her up and have her healthy for the Big 12, and this is the perfect time to do it. And it gives other people a chance to step up and us be able to play without her. And if you look at a couple of our losses, one was without Brea, one was without Jada. So we have to be, things can happen throughout the year, so we have to be able to pivot and step up. And tonight we were able to do that because Sky's, a tough loss for us for a game. She's one of our best athletes. She's attacks the rim so well. So we just had to adjust and do some different things, but we did it. So I'm just proud because this time of year, a win's a win, regardless how ugly, regardless if it's not perfect. You see all kinds of upsets around the country. So although it wasn't perfect and we're not satisfied, we're still happy with winning the basketball game.
When you think about those fouls your bigs had, how important was it that y'all stepped up with the rebounding?
Really important. I think also important because Isis and Brea were in foul trouble, and important, Jaw's an athlete, and she can guard multiple positions. So when we have her playing like that defensively, giving that energy, she even dove on the floor today.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you did. No, but I mean, just those little things, and we laugh, but those little things matter, and it's the effort, and it's intensity and focus. And we need that because we're going to guard teams that have versatile post players. They can face up, and she's one of the few that can defend that. So she's really important for us moving forward, especially entering in the conference.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.